Here we go. Good evening. How are we doing once again? It's the weekend. Thank God it's Friday, everyone. I am super glad it is Friday. It is the weekend off. Nothing for me to do apart from enjoy myself with the little one. The wife will be working most of the days as well. Saturday and Sunday, I get just me and the wee man time. It's fantastic. Hope you've had a fantastic week though. I've had a couple of days off myself before the weekend as well, which is even better. I mean, you can't grumble at that. Buying a new car and all that as well. I mean, I get the chance out in my little Batmobile that I pretty much just picked up the other day, which is phenomenal. But how are we all doing tonight? We have a fantastic series, a double header we have on our hands. It's going to be Syfer, Spectre. We're going to be watching over
Oh, hi,
for the
Mark.
next two matches, which I am really looking forward to. Kempa, welcome along. Fruba, welcome along. Your controller broke, so Ramsey is in for you. I seen that in your message. I was wondering why. Sadly, that is just unfortunate, I'm afraid. Kempa will not be running for his side Spectre tonight in this double header fixture where we'll be seeing Abyssal Guardians, their first opposition, followed by the Devil Maid Clan. Going to be a fantastic series, or a set of series anyway. These two teams, right? Both of them struggling at the bottom of that standing so far in that Group B side of things. Syfer Spectre, though, above the both teams they will be competing against tonight. So they're going 2-2 so far, a 42% map ratio win percentage, which is great. Map count has been 6 against 8 losses, so it's not so bad. I'm good, brother. How are we doing, Cracked? It is good to see you, lad. Welcome along, welcome along. And then Abyssal Guardians, their first opposition, they're going 2-4 out of their 6 matches. They have lost 4. That's unfortunate. 39% map win percentage. So really 3% difference in the maps lost. But they have won only 9 maps in their map count against 14 losses, which obviously is not the best, but Abyssal Guardians are going to look to try and jump back here. Speaking of the teams, though, jump along to Syfer Spectre. First of all, we already mentioned that Ramsey does replace Kempa in that squad, hence the reason Ramsey's name is double size over the rest of the team. Deluxe will be the other member along with Nap and Bolty. Going to be a nice wee team again. It's watch over. I've never watched Syfer Spectre so far. I have catted over a couple of the Syfer teams, not the Spectre side. However, I have pretty sure catted over yourself, Kempa, and afraid you're not going to be here this time round. But their opposition, Abyssal Guardians, it's going to be Swiftdex, Wildfell, and because you can see Lawson was also a substitute picked up as well instead of Ambrose. So there's 2 teams in this lobby already picking up a substitute for their evening. And then their final member will be 21 the Reaper. That's going to be where we're at going forward. What's next though? Maps and modes. Where are we going? What is our maps going to be for this evening's matchup? You see it here. Vault Hardpoint, followed by a Hacienda Search and Destroy and a Protocol Control. If we go further into the lobby and into the match, we possibly can well be doing that. It will be that Skyline Hardpoint, the heads against the wall, first one to win their gunfights, and pretty much will be the one dominating on that Skyline map. And then if we go to Protocol, Search and Destroy for the final round of this best of 5. Who have you got as your winner? We've still got a minute and 43 seconds to put your bets in. We see Let's Go Syfer in the chat. We've seen Let's Go Abyssal Guardians in the chat as well. Get your predictions in before they are out. We'll be looking forward to getting that lobby code and get ourselves set up ready for the match, which is going to take a wee bit of time in between hand. We'll just make sure we've got the code when ready. I don't know who is going team 1, who's going team 2, etc. We'll find all that out, but this is the joys of Codcaster. We get the fun time of having to switch every single name and colour every single time there is a game and there's a swap. It is just an absolute pain in the backside. Can't really complain, but we just have to do what happens. This is the way the game is intended to be played, I'm sure. It wasn't a planned action. It wasn't the way they wanted it, I'm sure. This is something, when they try to update things to sort issues that are going on currently, they make a few mistakes here and there. I mean, it can be done. It is coding at the end of the day, and it's never the easiest thing to do. So we know that Ramsey is going to be team 1, which means Abyssal Guardians will be team 2, which is great to know straight off the bat. I'm going to have to make sure we have enough time to get everybody's names in here. And we'll call them Spec in the extreme, and then I'm pretty sure we had a sort of greeny kind of bluey, but there isn't really that colour code, so where do we go from there? We'll give Syfer Spectre the blue, and then we'll give Abyssal Guardians that white colour scheme, because sadly, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Keep getting your bets in. I'm pretty sure we're almost there. Oh no, that's not good. What was that? I put all my channel points on you, Spectre, make me bank. Oh, that's not a good idea. He says I'm going for Abyssal. Kemper voting against his side. I don't believe you. That would be AB Guard. There we go. We'll do that. And then Abyssal Guardians. We're going to go this time for a colour of white and a sort of bluey colour for their second colour. And that's the way we're going to do it. It's going to be white and blue. It's going to be blue and white. It's going to be the way it stands. And I will let everybody know that we're ready to go in that lobby, because they're only waiting for me, I'm sure. So we'll make sure we're ready. We know where map 1 is going. We know it is going to be that hard point. Can we see a fantastic match of hard point over on Vault? How close are these going to be competitive? Very close in the league standings. It's going to be team 6 in the league and team 8 in the leagues. The Abyssal Guardians are that 8th respectively. So we'll have to wait and see if the Abyssal Guardians can find a wee bounce back, get themselves a wee bit further up in that table there. But we'll be staying on board with Syfer Spectre after that as well. On to their second match where they'll be facing bottom of the table, TDMC, the Devil Maid Clan. What a series and what a set of matches we have on our hands. And sadly, Kemper, you're just going to have to sit back, relax, clip, and take a lot of footage here from your side and see if you get some really good plays from your team, and also your pickup loss in there as well. You just never know. He might be the standout performance that you need, and maybe they just actually dominate on the battlefield. Let's see what happens here, as we will be getting straight into that vault, and it will be dicey at the start, I'm sure. We'll wait and see who is going to get the upper hand going into this as we transition ourselves into the vault. Hardpoint we go. I should really get rid of all of the Mattel elementary. All off. There we go. Syfer, Spectre, Abyssal Guardians. Map number 1 does commence, and here we go. Who's going to look to get that first blood? The answer back for that instantaneously as SwiftX is found in 1. He's found a second. Can he keep his little streak going at the very start? A good wee start and all for on catwalk. Lawson will find Ramsey, the 2 subs, finding the kills. Back and forward they go. Lawson once again challenges to Monspeed. Doesn't work out for him. On the outskirts, you're going to have Welfare. Look at the hole for P2. Does find that pick, thankfully for him. Now try and push back to the back of the spawns there and hopefully hold for his team. And expect players to rotate. Pod timing at his best though, as Nap will make the rotation round, get himself the spawns, and they're still fighting it out here with 10 more seconds to play for. Into P1. Syfer Spectre holding their own. Made over the top is going to take out Lawson eventually. It took its time. Ramsey dips back though and has a player chasing. Is he going to know he's there? He comes down, he challenges it, he beams him as well, and Ramsey once again getting the better of Lawson. Also onto the Reaper he finds, makes it a 5 spree, and Ramsey, what a pickup indeed. What a substitute you have on your hands here, as all of a sudden he is 5 in a row. He's going 6 in 1, and he's keeping the team in control, in the lead, until SwiftX decides that is going to be the end of you, my friend. The Reaper doing what he does best and reaping his rewards as he finds a couple of kills to break on into that hard point. Looking in though, around the outside it is the Reaper. Can he keep a wee spree? That Semtex is perfectly positioned, but manages to dip out the way. Lawson finds 2 in the moment while he's inside that hill. Starting to make her way towards P3. SwiftX is in a perfect position to pick 1. What's the second? There's Ramsey. He's a 5 spree as well. And all of a sudden, every single person is getting a little bit of a spree going on the lobby. And that is exactly the way we want to see this game going. We don't want to see it one-sided. It is closing in on the gap, and there's only a 10-point margin so far here. Gets that top art position, finds 1. SwiftX is there, but that's 3 dead in the feed. Abyssal Guardians are at the deficit. Make that 4 dead as they're going to be spawning out now towards that P2. Side over towards top plat, and then Reaper finds one. Wildfire is watching Overwatch here. He's watching his teammate try to push up towards the zone. Well read from Wildfire as he does spot Deluxe on the cross, trying to rotate around the back, but in this position here. But Syfer Spectre look to be setting up here for the next hard point rather than taking time here on P3, which is pretty surprising considering. I'd expect you to be pushing up, getting on that time, but Monspeed gets the double before he does eventually fall. As he knows where the players are though, the call-outs are done, the kills are done, and he manages to dip back a little bit, but you can see it here. Syfer Spectre already into P4 we go. Set up, ready. Who's going to be watching Overwatch? It is Nap from up top. Get some damage down. His teammate will find the trade out towards Lawson. But Wildfire, doesn't matter where you're positioned. You could be on a head glitch for all you care. He doesn't care. Nonetheless, he finds a couple as it goes on. And now, on the outskirts in R is the battle towards positioning here. Deluxe doing God's work, but Wildfire again beaming the players from top windows instantaneously every single time. Manages to find that pick, but it's not for any points so far, as all these 60 seconds so far looks like to be going the way of Syfer Spectre. But Wildfire depends on going in. Monspeed will finish him up. The teammates clear in, and all of a sudden the last bit of scrap time is going to go the way of Abyssal Guardians, which means they will probably take the lead off of this one, but we're going back towards P1. Monspeed, who's going to be already set up ready, expecting players to walk that catwalk way, and you've got the two double doors on either side of this entrance here. Expect to come in, maybe even mid. Where is the positioning going? Gunfights are happening around the edge of the map. Monspeed caught with his pants down. The Reaper though, he's also caught instantaneously back as Deluxe slides on. The trades come back and forward. Lawson and Ramsey, they're trading back and forward. It's a checkerboard kill feed. We don't know who to stay on board because nobody's staying alive long enough. The Syfer Spectre still hold the lead. A narrow one at that. It's the lead nonetheless. The way that these trades are going back and forward, there's not much time going either way in P1, and 16 seconds left to play for. Abyssal Guardians already have that spawn. Staying on board with Syfer Spectres. They're going to be the guys that have to try and push into that back spawn area, into War's Hot Tub. Monspeed does know where Wildfire is. He sends an nade over. That's going to deal the damage he needs. And he'll take out Wildfire. Ramsey gets a kill there. Reaper is trading, and Monspeed gets the break. Watching over the crosses. You've got two players either side on that pinch. Ramsey though gets the kill, turns, knows the players towards that back tank position. SwiftX manages to deal with him and stays alive in the back. But Syfer Spectre have the 20-point lead. They have the P2 under their control until Wildfire and Reaper combine to find a couple in the feed, get the break on in. And we've got 30 seconds left here. Abyssal Guardians looking to hold this till the end. Can he stay alive? Wildfire watching across. Lawson's just staying kind of quiet there, lying in that hot tub. We'll get that remaining bit of scrap time. It doesn't look like the challenge is going to come in. You just never know. Napture does fall in the back as well. Wildfire falls on the rotation round. SwiftX finds one onto Deluxe, can try and turn around, but that's some good movement as Monspeed clears him out. They're going towards P3. Abyssal Guardians got split spawns at the moment. Back towards P2 side they go, but you can see them in the mini-map down below. They're all spread. Reaper though takes control of the high ground. Teammates not going to know, or he's not going to know the players behind him. That's going to be Nap. He finds one. And then Ramsey with the double, still spawning P2 side are Abyssal Guardians, and now time going the way of Syfer Spectres. They were about to take the lead just for a moment there. It just wasn't to be. SwiftX though knows where the spawns are coming from, but like we said, this is one of these matches where it's back and forward. You just never know who's going where. The gunfights are winning. As Monspeed clears the new hardpoint, 11 seconds left. Scrap time is willing to give up if you're Syfer Spectre towards Abyssal Guardians. It means they stay in control of the lead for now. But they are having to make the rotations in the back. One kill goes away. Monspeed makes sure he can deal with one. He's going to expect more players surely coming around the other way, but get that trophy system out. Get the players watched. Nap with the AR is the better position to be here outside, watching the players coming from the back. There we go. Naps deals with that one. notices Lawson. Head moves away but for a second. He does get him weak. Deluxe with the double. There's crossing. Lawson making the move towards Nap. Nap's hitting so much damage, but Lawson is just dodging around in corner. But thankfully for Nap, he was still pretty weak and was able to deal with that quickly with the AR. But the challenge comes in. Reaper is dealt with by Mon Speed, and he just decides, right, I could do this. I'll slide into him. I'll put him pressure, and Deluxe finds a double as well for the rest of the time. Syfer Spectre leading the way, a 20-point margin. Make that 30-point margin, and almost going to be running away with this one for the remainder of the time. Here we go. The last bit's done. P1 we go back to. Wildfire's got the fight to start on with. The trade comes in, but they're going to be the first team on that hill. Deluxe on that 5 spree is eventually ended. But nobody really building any streaks at the moment. Wildfire, oh, he does get one, and once again, the trade is done. Watching top catwalk, one of the power positions of this map. And if he can stay on board with one or two of these teams for long enough in the players, we can actually see some things going around the map. As you can see, the control is in favour of Syfer Spectre. They're going to get past that 200-point margin here. 18 seconds left to play on P1 before we start making that rotation. And speak of which, Deluxe is in the back already. Wildfire comes to Chow. Doesn't expect the player to be lying there. Deluxe thankfully stays alive. He's going to pre-nade that, dump out, and get that regen of health, which is very much needed. Still trying to look around the map, but the player is watching, and that's going to be SwiftX from that back tank power position as well, making sure he holds the spawns. There does come that Hellstorm missile, and he finds the tears. Monspeak clears the way. Reaper and Wildfire will fall. And now that's almost the break they need. Rotation around, there's only one person in the hell. The other players are fighting around the outside. Lawson deals with one. Wildfire deals with another, and they're holding on to this P2. 30 more seconds left to play out. Abyssal Guardians could potentially take the lead back. But the challenge is coming back and forward. We go. Wildfire and SwiftX deal with it, but he gets caught in the reload, and Ramsey will finish that up. And he's going to deal with him though. Gets him weak. 40 HP. Players rotating around the back. Lawson tries to get it, but at least SwiftX can deal with him. We go towards P3. 20-point deficit here. The remaining time going the way of the Abyssal Guardians, maybe taking us to a 15-point difference. Deluxe and Ramsey finding a couple kills in the feed. And they have the advantage. They have the chance to get on this time. They can win it on this hardpoint. A very difficult one to win it on, but it is possible if you are Syfer Spectre. They lose all the gunfights though, and that is 3 dead in the feed. Abyssal Guardians will take control, and they have set themselves here between the 3-4 rotation, where this can come in clutch for Abyssal Guardians. Even though they're at the deficit just now, it is only a mere 10 seconds. It can be dealt with relatively quick, but Monspeak finds one 3 dead in the feed once again as Syfer Spectre clears the way, and Mons knows exactly where the other member is. He heard the gunshots, and he deals with SwiftX in the back. 2-2-4, and it's counting. 25 seconds to win this for Syfer Spectre. They've got 10 more seconds left on this, so take it to a 10-point difference. They're holding P3. They got the rotation for P4, and now Abyssal Guardians needs perfect hardpoint from here on out. They need to find the kills, they need to find the break, because they're 11 seconds away from losing map number 1. Nap somehow slides right through the body of the Reaper, but he eventually turns and manages to find that kill. 2 dead in the feed. That's going to be the round, ladies and gentlemen. Done and dusted. Oh, sugar. Get back to that screen, my friends. I'm sorry, afraid. I made a boo-boo. Get that highlight reel on the screen. We needed to start the series board, but this is the choice. It was close. Abyssal Guardians kept it close. It wasn't close enough. Syfer Spectre won the P3 with the last bit of time remaining, leaving it only 10 seconds needed. And with that, they clear map number 1. Syfer Spectre, look at that. Solid effort here. Monspeak being an absolute standout slayer. 34 kills on the lobby there, and that is the top fragger of the map. Let's go, Syfer, says Shambles. Let's choose that prediction outcome here as well. Syfer will win map number 1. If you put the money where your mouth is and you put the prediction there, 72% of you were correct in doing so. Well done to you. So, that's map 1 done. Map 2, we'll be heading to Hacienda Search and Destroy, where Syfer Spectre have the momentum for now. Abyssal Guardians needed to change it. It's a different game. Different mode means a different play style. Might work in your favour. Might not, though. If Syfer Spectre takes this, they could end it in protocol control. However, we'll be seeing a map 4, at least, if we see an Abyssal Guardians win. That being said, while we're at it, we'll head to some of these replays from that map while we set up for the next lobby. Always the case here. There is a little bit of time between maps. We'll sort that out for you, ladies and gentlemen, and you can watch some of them replays from that map number 1 over between Syfer Spectre and Abyssal Guardians, and hopefully we get the map relatively quickly.
Give me the smoke, I want it all, what they saying, take a toke. I love the hate, I don't need no antidote. Better keep it light when I'm talking to the goat. It's no joke, hey, yeah, go. I mean, really, I ain't the greatest, don't be silly. I know they hatin', send it hits, they out to get me. I got no kryptonite, I ain't got no Achilles. Hey, let's keep it on 100, I'm the realest. I spin a rat, double back, flip a bill quick. I walk in, whole party on tilted. I cock back, take a shot, get the kill switch. Lead a party with your chick, man, I'm lifted up. Feeling kind, I might give her back, gifted up. You heard a word around town, don't you twist it up. Drop the ball on me, you better pick it up. I'm saying the smoke, I want it all, what they saying, take a toke. I love the hate, I don't need no antidote. Better keep it light when I'm talking to the goat. It's no joke, look, give me the smoke. I want it all, what they saying, take a toke. I love the hate, I don't need no antidote. Better keep it light when you talking to the goat. It's no joke, yeah, look, hey, you ain't get the invite, who you know? Got the homies on my side, down to do the most. I'm on the front line, I'm never laying low. And I'm a boss with it, so what I'm saying goes. You better know your place, you better get in line. Cause if you cross that it ain't no alibis. This ain't a game, my GC, you out of lives. Ain't no comebacks or respawns, you out of time. And what I'm saying goes, yeah, you must obey it. I just hit them with a look, and I ain't even gotta say it. Yeah, nobody finna move, unless I okay it. Okay, you best stay on my side, don't make me demonstrate it. Give me the smoke, I want it all, what they saying, take a toke. I love the hate, I don't need no antidote. Better keep it light when I'm talking to the goat. It's no joke, look, give me the smoke. I want it all, what they saying, take a toke. I love the hate, I don't need no antidote. Better keep it light when you talking to the goat. It's no joke, give me the smoke. Give me the smoke. Give me the smoke.
Let's get your predictions in, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to Hacienda Search and Destroy. Abyssal Guardians are trailing by 1 map so far in this best 5. Syfer Spectre looking good in the hard point, but to be honest, Abyssal Guardian were relatively close in it as well. It was not really much in it. Could have went any direction. We're going to see where we start here with the Search and Destroy. About to get underway. Will this change things? Will there be a difference in playstyle? We'll switch over now because that is the lobby underway. And we are off to the races. Deluxe going up top towards open. Spots 2 on the cross. That's a good bit of information gained. Doesn't do anything with it though. Doesn't get any shots off. Doesn't get anything tagged. And he's deciding to dip out. Bomb goes down towards B. Is a little bit of a slower position. No first blood before a bomb sights out. So it's 4 versus 4 retake here. Ramsey finds the first blood though, and it's an advantage to the attacking side. Nature finds another, and all of a sudden you're left in a 2 versus 4. Deluxe spots the feet, is sliding out for Swiftex here. Now, one speed, he's not going to get that time in there. Who will be staying on board with the defensive side are doing solid work to just get themselves absolutely laser beamed. The only person left alive is Swiftex, and he's in a 1v3 scenario. The spot starts to shoot towards Nap. Nap actually challenges it, but the kill comes in, and the round goes the way of Syfer Spectre. Stay on board with the attack inside of Abyssal Guardians. Lost the first blood early on here. And then a few other kills going away, leaving it to just 1 player left alive, and that was Swiftex. So we'll stay on board with him to see if he can do something majorly different. Looking at the mini-map there below. They're going towards that B bomb site as well. They're going to try and watch open, but he's the first blooded once again. It is in favour of Syfer Spectre. Ramsey with a second, and he's absolutely gunning so far in this series. It's 4 in a row on Search and Destroy, and now you've got Nap making that sneaky rotation. It's only 1 player to deal with. He's going to get the time in. Reaper will run straight into the gunfire, and that will be a second round on the board here for Syfer Spectre. Some solid first bloods that are coming out here if you're Syfer Spectre. I got that the wrong way around. Abyssal Guardians is that way around, my bad. You switched the wrong button, ladies and gentlemen. We decided to push buttons left, right and centre. We're going to be going towards Ramsey though, who's keeping a spree going. He's finding the first bloods, he's finding doubles in the rounds, and that's going to win you an S&D round ever the less. But Nap will be the one to clear that final bit of damage. The bomb goes down towards the A bomb site. And he's getting shot at through the windows on the other side. Naps once again finds another as well. They're left in a 4 versus 2 on the attacking round. Syfer Spectre are looking like the solid team that they need to be here. I did have it the wrong way around. I was right. It's Syfer Spectre on our left, and they are leading away. What am I talking about, Mark? We are mixing ourselves up because we changed around twice. We're just silly. We're just being absolutely stupid with the production. But there we go. We'll sort it out eventually. Final kill coming away of Deluxe, and Syfer Spectre are taking a 3-0 lead here in Search and Destroy. We have seen things like this happen, and they have been reversed. But the way that Syfer Spectre are absolutely gunning. Ramsey's still keeping his spree alive. Didn't get any of that around there, but he's still in 4 in a row. Not lost so far out of these 3 rounds. He's not hit the floor yet. And he'll want to keep it that way as he decides to push on up through rock we go. Finally, first blood goes in favour of the Abyssal Guardians here. as they do find one. That'll be Lawson trying to deal with the damage, but he's going to be weak. They know where he is. They're going to come challenging, and Ramsey, if anybody to do the job, it is Ramsey once again. Bomb will be planted, but it's a 3v3 retake scenario here. So get an early positioning over towards that bomb site. Looking at the map and where they're positioned, you've got 2 players down on that mini-map that are watching over the bomb in multiple different directions. Ramsey trying to find a retake. Decides to go off the outside. Reaper is found. He will fall, and it's sadly it is because he's out of bounds for a little bit too long. But he gives himself a 2 versus 2. Swift Exo will get the player going down towards that bomb, and we've left in a 1 versus 1 scenario. Deluxe versus Abyssal Guardians. Not enough time. He goes for the challenge, and that'll be a round on the board from Abyssal Guardians. Yeah, I was tripping, mate. No worries. I got myself mixed up. I forgot they swapped in lobby, and then we swapped again, so I changed it in game, and then all of a sudden I forgot about changing the overlay. Yeah, these things happen. 1-man band and all that, you know. We just pushing buttons left, right, and center, hoping that it's all working out swiftly. Syfer Spectre managed to lose a round so far, but still looking comfortable here in the search and destroy. If it wasn't for Ramsey getting out of bounds for a little bit too long, that might have been a completely different ending to the round. That's the player you want to keep an eye on. He's 6-1 so far, and he died a little bit of damage from the Reaper, but he'll get the kill awarded just because of the damage at the end. But the Reaper, as we speak about him, finds that first blood. RCXD comes out. All it's going to do is bait out as the kill comes in, as Wildfire finds another, and all of a sudden you're in a 4 versus 2. Ramsey deals with one of them. Now, 2 versus 3 scenario. You're cooking that frag. Good positioning. Lawson's there. He wins his gunfight, and now you're left down to Monspeed on his own. A 1 versus 2. Not as difficult odds as we have seen previously, but he turns the wrong corner. Doesn't look the right way. And Abyssal Guardians, like I said, are on a comeback. 2 rounds on the bounce, and there is a chance we'll even this up. It does happen this way. You get some cocky, good start plays, and you get really far ahead of yourself before you know it. The other team does the exact same back, you know. They just find a few ways into the game, and a few ways into the score line, and Abyssal Guardians are 1 away from evening it up so far. Wildfire been finding the last couple there on that streak at the end. He was 0-4 beforehand. Let's stay on board for the attacking side though this time out. 3 mid-map, 1 going down towards that A lane. The Reaper's going to be pushed up quite quickly towards a bomb site, but it's going to be up top where Wildfire finds the trade onto Nap. Looking and expecting players to come challenge him. Deluxe adds the Reaper to his list of kills. Wildfire just can't win his gunfight. Monspeed makes it a 3 versus 1, and it's all down to Lawson. He's over towards the other side of the map. He finds one onto Deluxe, but he doesn't have the bomb. The bomb is down towards the A-bomb site, and he's got 2 more players to deal with. And when you're dealing with a couple of players like that, you're dealing with the 2 slayers of the lobby. It is Ramsey, it is Monspeed, who have been phenomenal. Monspeed was slaying out in the hardpoint, and now it is Ramsey doing the S&G role. Working about and finding all the kills that he needs to. Bombs regathered though if you're lost in. But Ramsey's watching overlook, and there we go. Straight from the top. Syfer Spectre take another round back, thankfully, and they take that 2-round cushion. Actually, Ramsey did earn that streak. He did earn the Hellstorm, and I mean, that's going to be coming in clutch here, right? In an S&D, in a map like this, there's so much open space. He is challenging straight up, straight towards that rock position power play, but that nade is going to weaken him down. He's going to have to dip back out, but Nap will find a first blood, and it is in favour of Syfer Spectre once again. Monspeed decides to go for that bomb plant. Lawson finds Nap. We're in a position where they're fighting around a bomb. Lawson deals with him and gets out. Now, 2 versus 1. Deluxe, last man alive. Deluxe actually finds Ramsey. That's unfortunate. He finds his own teammate. Now he's not going to find the opposition. And that will be the round ended. The bomb defusal goes in. And Abyssal Guardians are bounced back with another round. Keeping it within touching distance. It's a good round from Lawson, a good challenge. He even managed to spot the bomb carrier and the bomb planter. Dealt with him. Now they take the attacking round. Can they even it up here? Going through mid-map, we're on board with Lawson. He goes straight down mid. Wildfire once again. Solid from him. He finds the first blood. Nobody really challenging yet. Lawson could get really good timing here if he checks the right corner. He does. That's Deluxe dealt with 2. You're in a 4 versus 2. The Abyssal Guard is looking in that position to win this round as well, as SwiftX does deal with Nap. And all of a sudden, it's Ramsey. Hellstorm earned. He's using it now in this round. Doesn't want to close it out. He does find Lawson, so he gets it into a 1v3. I still don't know if that was worth the investment. He gets knowledge, but the bomb did manage to go down, and he still has to deal with too many members of Abyssal Guardians. Just watching over him, and there we go. He will eventually fall. Abyssal Guardians have managed to tie up in this Etch and Destroy. Got an avid Toronto fan in the game. Here we go, 4-4. It is going back to square one. 2 more rounds from both teams here will win the round and win the map. But which direction do we go? We're on board with Nap. So he's pushing up towards that A street. You've got 3 players going that way. 1 is the bomb carrier, and he's deciding to go up towards Secret. He's going to be spotted. Ramsey though gets the first blood onto SwiftX. The bomb carrier will fall. Now, Deluxe, what can he do? 3v3 scenario, bomb down though, and in the position where Lawson is, he knows it's there. And now this is going to be a very difficult retake. Why the bomb carrier went in the opposite direction, I have no clue. I can't say for sure why. Surely you want to be around your teammates to deal with it, not on your own, especially in that position. Ramsey though, now they're checking over towards bomb. Wildfire going to go passing each other. They're going and getting themselves rotating around, trying to clear the map. Reaper is watching. Everybody is watching their areas and where they need to expect the players to come to regather that bomb. The only way to win this now, if Ramsey is winning the gunfight, he doesn't manage that. Teammate Deluxo will deal with Lawson. They'll get the trades to get the bomb gathered, and they're going to get a chance to get it down. Reaper will find Nap, and all of a sudden now you're in a 2 versus 1. Last alive is Deluxe. The bomb's going down. The bomb's going to get put down with like 7 seconds left. Ralph, timing, quick. 2 players, chase it. Who is going to get the spot? 2 players going in the same position here. And it's all about that rotation. Wildfire spots him. Will fall. Deluxe now chased by the Reaper. 1v1 scenario. Slides on out and he wins the gunfight. What a gunfight win there as Syfer Spectre take it to 1 more round away from map. Well, 1 more round from the map. That is going to be it. Deluxe finds the 2 to end the round. And the Reaper gets unfortunate timing on his slide. But Deluxe does exactly what he had to do. Clutch up in that 2 versus 1 scenario on his own. He dealt with the situation. He got the bomb down. He dealt with the players he needed to deal with. Now, as Abyssal Guardians are on the attack to try and tie things up and take this till around 11 here. Trying to watch towards that A side. Nothing spotted from anybody. Lawson is going to the map, sending the stuns out. Gets a bit unfortunate there, doesn't go through the window. But he does get very unfortunate as Ramsey is once again dealing that first blood in the round. Now, Monspete deals with another one. Reaper gets the trade. But now you're in a 2 versus 3 scenario. Bomb still yet to go down. That's still 52 seconds to play this round. Got Wildfire playing away from his teammate. He's rotating all the way around, and Nat finds one. Now, position-wise, Deluxe gets bad COD timing as always. He looks away at the wrong time and doesn't see the player crossing. And now, the Reaper deciding to switch things up here. Going away from that A bomb site. Going to join his teammate, Wildfire, over towards that B bomb site. Got very little time to do it. You're going to have to move very, very quickly. And surely, or not, the team of Syfer Spectre are going to know that B bomb plant is going to be where they go. Let's head on board with Ramsey. He finds one, finds a second, deals with the both of them. That's how you end the round. Syfer Spectre take the round and take the lead here. 6-4 in that search and destroy they go. I'm not going to lie. It was Ramsey's solid work in the S&D there that definitely secured their team that win. All that scores on the doors are wrong. It's typical. S&D doesn't want to work. But the way we stand, it is Syfer Spectre one more map away from the sweep. Can they take it in the control to make it a swift 3-0 and move on to their second match of the evening? We are going to be going over to Protocol, and that is going to be our control map for this evening's first matchup. Prediction wise, 100% voted Syfer Spectre. Very valiant prediction. Ramsey is definitely insane. Definitely, he's doing some solid work. He had a great first map. He's got an even better second map. And then it's going to get a timer added here for that next game. This predictions on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Who are we going to go for map number 3? Good job for benching myself. I know, not a bad job. Not a bad job indeed. Kempa picks up an extra and Ramsey goes on and does a great job. We're going to map number 3, Protocol Control. To play for into P1. Save hopefully hold for his team. Board with the defensive side are doing solid work to just get themselves absolutely laser beamed
This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made.
Oh, that's fair, Kempa. He's the main squad member. It's fair enough that he is back to doing the job where he needs to do against teams that are below him in the group, which means you guarantee yourself some wins potentially here, but you're one away from that win. It is still not guaranteed yet. Can Abyssal Guardians do that reverse sweep?
Yeah, I need a thrill, I gotta feel all for the game I'm living in. What in a milli, make it a billy. I can be tame, not giving in. Knock you back on your feet. When I bring the heat, I conquer them all. Then rinse and repeat. Opponents get reckless. I am the best, I'm about to get reckless. I am a legend. Yeah, I am a legend. This is how legends are made. Yeah, I am a legend. This is how legends are made. Yeah, I am a legend. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made.
And this is how legends are made. Are we going to see Syfer, Spectre becoming the legends they want to be here? They are one more map win away from the series win, from that phase 0 swift sweep that they want to win the series. On the defense though, first blood going the favour of Wildfire. Looks like he'll be the player pushed up with that sub in hand. Going up towards Ammo, finds one, finds two, deals with the players in the back. Now he's going to try and get them in that spawn trap. Unfortunate for him though, he will fall. On speed, clearing himself away. The defense in a great position here to hold out. Lawson still dealing some damage in the back, and he's keeping himself alive. Challenge comes in. Is he going to find a second? He doesn't. But Wildfire once again going up back towards that back spawn side. This is what you want to do. You want to keep the pressure on the attackers, but they are making some progression towards A. Wildfire's going to challenge it. Nap's going to turn around. He's going to expect the player to come out front. He does. He wins his gunfight. Now he's on 2. Now he's getting that first tick of progression made towards A. Plans and positions, the positions of them shots perfectly well, but his teammates clear it. Now, Monspeed has to try and clear it here. The contest is in. Challenges it, but Wildfire's got the overwatch. Lawson will get the area cleared, and now they're going to have to push on through. Can't stay on for too long, but Deluxe can't stay at the window for too long as well. Wildfire deals with that situation. The Reaper falls here, but they are pushing the defense relatively strong here as Lawson finds another player coming out the front. He's going to deal with a second. Going to turn and find a third. It's a free piece, and he's going to make it 4. Oh, he doesn't. What a way to do it, though. They're getting the kills going their way. Abyssal Guardians holding the defense. 8 seconds left on the time. They managed to get 2 players stacked. Now SwiftX deals with 1, Wildfire deals with 2, and now you've got Monspeed trying to do it all himself. He will eventually fall. All the players are going to be spawning out towards the back, and it's going to be the Reaper finding every single one. Lawson again with another free piece. What a round from Abyssal Guardians. Lawson's turned around here. Absolutely beaming. Another pickup for that Abyssal Guardians squad, and here we go. You're going to witness this first free piece that he did get. Helicopter challenged outside front, then challenged back towards the same side as Napture. Will fall to the gun of Lawson. Defense holding strong. 1 tick of progression made. Back at it we go. Now this time around, the defensive side is going to be Syfer, Spectre. We're going to want to try and hold them in a similar standing if they can. If they can do that, that's exactly what they need. But 3 dead in the feed. Make that 4 dead. Abyssal Guardians are coming back in a fine fashion. 2 players on, well, a player on either zone here, trying to get that progression made. A, literally a second away. B, will be secured for 1 tick at least here. So they have evened it up. Wildfire doing some work here as well. And he is once again absolutely beaming with the AR in hand. 12 and 4 he's going, 4 in a row. Progression towards it. Gives himself an advantage. Wildfire beaming from up top. SwiftX as well. And Napture will fall to Wildfire as well. He's on a 6 streak. He's building the streaks himself. Can he do some God's work here? Ramsey goes down the stairwell. All of a sudden, everybody is tracking every single member here of Syfer, Spectre and finding the way back. He finds it instantaneously as well. Wildfire has went 8 in a row, and he just knows where they're going to be every single time. 3 ticks of progression made towards that A site. Now they get towards B. Lawson, 1. Now is he going to find a wee streak of his own? 2 he finds. They're finding the reads, they're finding the placements, and they're finding the kills. And all 3 players stack the zone. Turns around, Lawson tries to deal with that. Ramsey's there to clear the zone for now. But it is a 21 versus 12 scenario here. You're 1 more tick progression made, and you secure round number 2 here. If you're Abyssal Guardians with that life count, maybe Syfer, Spectre just throw their lives at them, not let them get that final tick, because they'll be 2-0 down no matter what at this stage. The way that it's going. Player number 6 who jumps the zone is Lawson. He comes out, he's expecting the player to challenge, he does do so. Monspete is finished off. Now, hop the zone, they go. Expect the player to come challenging, Ramsey slides on through, he runs out of ammo, thankfully for the team of Syfer Spectre. He did have no ammo left because that could have been the gunfight that secured the round. With the lives count in their advantage on Monspete is now having to deal with the players from this back position. Wellfell falls, but there you go, the rotation comes around. Lawson getting in the back spawn as well, deals with one, hops the ladder, knows where the second is, turns around. Spectre have no more lives, but they find 3 in a row. Going to be a hard round here for Syfer Spectre to win this. A 3 versus 12. No more lives can be lost. They do find 2. Ramsey doing some God's work here to try and get the deficit down. But the Reaper is already slaying bodies from up top. That trade comes in as Monspete finds an X, but it's only down to Nap. Last man alive, 1 versus 9. And you just throw your life at it at this point. You just give up. Let them tick it. Let them tick it. It's not what you want. Go and send your life. There we go. It is done. Abyssal Guardians, 5 ticks of progress. And they are taking the lead so far. 2 now, 1 more round away in the control to take this to map number 4. Well, Fel just looks disgusting here. It's like he knew the reads. Spots the corner where he's potentially going to be. Monspete there. He actually finds a second after this because Ramsey comes down left hand side stairwell. But he knew that too because there's only 2 positions you're going to be going from there if you're rotating around that way. Now, Abyssal Guardians have the advantage with the defending round to try and win this. Syfer Spectre have to do a big job here. None of the team have got anywhere near a chance to secure rounds and ticks. They only got 1 in round number 1 on their attack. First look goes their way. Wildfire though is this dealing some damage. 19 and 9 is solid performance from Abyssal Guardians. Syfer do need to lock in, says Kempe. Something not working in control, but Deluxe at least deals with Wildfire. Playing it a little bit slow and timid here to try and find a way out because the Abyssal Guardians' defense have been solid. Placements are good, the rotations are even better as Lawson makes that way around. Will be dealt with though, thankfully. Deluxe tries to deal with another. Deluxe goes on the knifing spree. I was like, wait, why is Deluxe not doing anything? He turns around, picks up the AR again and does a triple kill in the feed. There we go. 3 in a row, 6 streak built. Now, progression being made towards A's eventually dealt with. But they are going to get that tick of progression made. An extra minute potentially added here, but unless the Reaper can deal with him, that is not going to be the case. Ramsey gets the Reaper, and Ramsey now on a free streak of his own. Up in the back spawn, but Monspete's dealt with. Ramsey tries to go around the other side's back spawn. They have the advantage though if you're Syfer Spectre, but you're pushed back in your own spawn. All 4 players are going to be there. You've got 1 player watching over them. Lawson's just watching, expecting. Stun comes out, finds him, nades up there, that's perfect. He's going to find 1 is Lawson. Going to deal with a second as well, and all of a sudden, this is a difficult, sticky situation here. Why is he shooting up there into the building? It's like he knew somebody was there, but he's not there. Very, very strange position to shoot there, and there would never be anybody there unless you can wallbang that somehow. Expecting the player to jump down potentially. But it did look a little bit sus. Not gonna lie, but we will not say the sus word because, I mean, you can never tell in this game whether people are cheating or not, or whether it is just a random position that they go in. Lawson has had a great round though, 21 and 13, and so is Wellfell. Both the players showing some solid shooting. Speak of the devil, he finds Nap right into the head after finding Monspete. They'll clear that zone here, and Abyssal Guardians look to be taking this control in fine fashion. 24 seconds left for Syfer to deal with it, but they're 11 versus 9. They can win it both ways here, kills or get this ticks, but they have got the win gunfights. Lawson, no, keeping it in close contention. 11 more seconds to go, 8 versus 6. It's not going to be done here. Syfer Spectre can't hop that zone. 5 seconds left. player that's going to challenge is going to be lost, and he comes out through the wall, well, through the doorway, does get beamed though, and Ramsey deals with him. There's one to his left hand side, it's well foul, he deals with one. Cleared, 2 seconds left. Abyssal Guardians looking to clear the round and clear the position. They do. That will be the round, and it's a 3-0. And that's the best shooting I've seen any of the players doing in that round there, especially from Wildfire and Lawson in that round. Wildfire's been beaming though, he is an absolute beamer for sure. But AG get around on the board. Kills and such are on the wrong side, but look at that. 21 non-traded kills here for Wildfire. Lawson with 18. So yeah, very, very solid performance. We go to map 4, we're going to Skyline for sure. We're going to a hard point once again. Another respawning game mode. Who do you fancy as your favours for this one? 100% you put Syfer, Spectre as your winners, but this time round, it doesn't go their way. Abyssal Guardians win the round. Get yourself back into the game. Now, reverse sweep has started from here. This is the first place you have to start it. It's the control. Now you go to another hard point, and now you're looking at a Skyline hard point. For too long as well, fella. Deals with that situation.
I love when the good news coming in on a day-to-day. Already know what's happening, I don't gotta shake the hay. Big moves, big stepper in the right direction. The trip continues, every W's a psychedelic. Journey over accolades, divvy up the accolades and tell them boys to have a day. Give and take, and I love to give. Give and take, and I love to see the bros hitting milestones. Gone, get your shine on, brighter than an iPhone. Screen anybody trying to take a piece of pie home. Try a song, shape a stick or drop them like a pine cone. Conversations about the goals and the gold that I'm sitting on. All I hear is low balling digits if I listen to them. No need to counter if it's disrespect. Swam with sharks on how to bite my way out fishing nets. Yeah, I see the light at the end of the juice. Got me swinging for the fence. Always look the life through a different lens. Sevens every time I put that lever. I love when the good news coming in on a day-to-day. Already
go. We're back into the hard point. Back into another respawn we go. Syfer Spectre won the first half. Lost the control though. And the Reaper, it's 3 dead in the feed. And like I said, this is heads against the wall stuff. First players going onto a hard point are going to be Abyssal Guardians. They're going to get the time early. But they're also getting 3 in the feed. But it is instantly dealt with as Syfer Spectre find a couple of kills of their own. Get onto that hard point, get yourself in position here for P2 where it is crucial. You're going to get more time there for sure than anywhere else on the map unless you are holding bedroom like a fortress. Lawson deals with Ramsey, but Deluxe is staying on that time here. Challenge comes in from bedroom, 2 players are challenging it. It's Lawson finding the double. One speed watching Catwalk though, will find SwiftX, makes it 5 in a row from himself, was so far not fell in this round. Would you believe it? In a control on Skyline. P1's about to end, a whole 60 seconds are done and you've stayed alive this whole time. He's still looking to keep doing the same. He's going to get that stun found. He's going to find SwiftX as well. He's going to make it 6. He's going to get on the time. Wildfire is going to be there as well. Is he going to make it 7? Teammate deals with it. Well, he's building towards streaks already and that'd be an early set of streaks found if you can deal with that. Monspete looking all the angles. Wildfire comes in and deals with him. Ramsey Leader gets the trade and now Nap expecting the spawns to be flipped. They have done so and Reaper finds 2, clears the way and gets inside the zone. Wow, this is some hard point for sure. We're going to be going past and the Abyssal Guardians are going to take the lead once again. Napro spots the player at piano. That's going to be Wildfire, 3 dead in the feed. Do you make that final push here, 15 seconds left, or do you look to control it? They do manage to decide and go, right, that's enough players dead. We make our way through. We get the last bit of scrap time, but they lose position on spawns. That, from up top, though, is Reaper dealing with Dew. He's so weak, though, that a little spit from the other side of the map will deal with him. Are we going to see Abyssal Guardians keep this lead and keep that 3-4 rotation done? Team Nade comes in, but at least 3 dead in the feed go the way of Abyssal Guardians. They flip the spawns though, and that's unfortunate for them. Lawson knows it's happened though, and he's going to read that well. He challenges through, finds the kill, and now spawns are still in the back here for that bedroom side. Lawson gets dealt with, the back spawns are there, and it's still a very close matchup here. Deluxe winning his gunfights, he finds 2. With that, they managed to get the last bit of scrap time. They're holding the spawns here as well, and now look at the map. Finds a triple. We'll beaming down and we just catch the rear end of that. Unfortunate if you're on the other end of that, but that is a solid amount of work here as we're almost even Stevens once again. Back spawn though. Found 1. Nobody's turning to face it. Monspeed should be looking to the back side here. Nap though does. He finds another 2. He's 5 in a row. Deluxe is 6 in a row. He makes that 7. Will he continue it though? He's taking so much damage. He's down to 35 HP. He's not going to spot the player up top of the stairwell. He stays alive for some crazy amount of time considering. But there you go. Lawson jumps in towards the bathtub. He'll get himself soaked in. 30 seconds still here in bedroom. And you'll just stay behind us because you know that you're in a solid power position. The nade comes off. Nap's going to get damaged. He'll fall to Lawson as well. And Lawson's going to try and find a third. He does do so. That's going to be the remainder bit of scrap time going the way of Abyssal Guardians here. As P1 will be commencing in the next 10 seconds. Rotations being made. Watching the cross. You've got Wildfire. Watching through kitchen. Finds 1. Knows where the second player is. Monspete though stays alive for so long. Lawson still doing some great work before he falls, and now SwiftX with nature falling. Finding 2. 3 dead in the feed, go the way of Syfer Spectre. They're going to get on towards P1. And now Monspete is spotted. How did Wildfire get that angle there? That's some phenomenal shooting. And some well-read positioning. Look at that. There you go. There's the angle we need. Just see it and no more. From the other side of the map, you do not see that. 4 dead in the feed it goes as SwiftX clears the way. Abyssal Guardians are wiped out and going back to war spawn. They still have that spawn though, at least for P2. But now you're behind by 20 points. 3 dead in the feed though. It's a good start with making sure to dominate between P1 and P2 rotations. As long as you win your gunfights outside, but around on that rotation, you've got Lawson, who's been 15 and 10 so far. He decides to go straight into P2. Challenge comes in. Deluxe is there. Reaper challenges back and forward. Trades come in, no, and it works out just for one side and one side only, and that was Abyssal Guardians, because the last player to fall was Ramsey, and now you're going to get control. Spawns your favour. Abyssal Guardians finding a couple of kills in the feed, and now they're holding their position. They need to hold as long as this is possible. Give yourself a good lead. Challenge comes in, and Reaper absolutely slaying it out. Solid hold here. Player number 2 dealt with as well. Monspete will fall. Back down the elevator he goes, because he was weak, didn't want to challenge that until his team got here. Speaking of which, they decide that is it. SwiftX makes that rotation round to Wars Kitchen. He's dealt with though as well. Monspete now looking for the position to challenge. Lawson's going to wait. The challenge comes in, shoots him in the back with a pistol in hand, gets the 5 streak, and all of a sudden it is now rotation on. 70-point lead. If you're Abyssal Guardians, we're going back towards Kitchen. Look at the player on the rotation in the back here. It's Wildfire. Spots Ramsey. Sadly for him, Monspete's there to deal with him. Lawson though trades back and forward with him. The trades come in, and it's only Napture up top. Dealt with. Reaper wins his gunfight. More time in Kitchen, going Abyssal Guardians' way. And if I've ever said anything so far, the reverse sweep is looking relatively close. It is on the cards. 3 dead though, go the favour of Syfer Spectre, but you need to lock this in. You can win it here, or you could be taking yourself to a risky S&D. Do you want to go to a S&D in the final round? All about ice in the end. These are why these challengers, these teams here are challenging at that division in a similar position in that league stature. They're very closely matched, as Napture will find the heads and the little pixels he needs to finish off the kill. Makes it another one as well. 3 in a row goes Deluxe, Ramsey and Nap, as they manage to finally get that secure position here, get the spawns on their side and hold bedroom. Caught timing for Nap. He doesn't spot Wildfire over to his right hand side, but he does spot SwiftX. That's the most important thing. Wildfire though knows where he is. He's going to start sending shots across. Get some tags. Nap for some reason stops fire and decides I'm not going to go for that one. But he has to pick up another AR as he's run out of bullets. Abyssal Guardians get the break on in, and now SwiftX going to run straight into Nap as he keeps his spree going 5 in a row. Wildfire still watching that corner and still doing God's work for himself. Reaper will fall with the players in the back. Wildfire was dealing with more in the back, and he's on 4 in a row. Knows that players are going to constantly challenge him, but they still have a decent lead here. SwiftX once again, when we're not on screen with him, he finds the free piece he needs to get themselves the remaining scrap time. Going their way back towards P1, he goes, he finds his 4th in a row, and now him and Wildfire just dealing some great damage, great shots across the map, and Lawson just turned up as well. This is all of a sudden Lawson's just been an absolute standout performer in the lobby. Wildfire makes it 5. Time being held, 50 points away from victory here to take this to map number 5. Nap is weak, will be challenged. Wildfire challenges it, gets the gunfight win, takes it to 6 in a row. Knows there's another coming. Monspete challenges him and wins his gunfight, thankfully for him. Gets that back, spawns held out, and now P2 we go to. 25 more seconds is on P1 now, and if they get this and potentially a stronghold now on P2, it could be an even matchup. Looks like it's going to go that way. We're staying on board with Monspeed because the challenger's going to have to come in. He's watching the angles, he gets the stun check working out, but he's going to look a different direction now. Card time, and he's looked there for so long he decides to change his position, and Wildfire though does the damage, finds in, slides in, gets the 2. Oh, it turns and finds the 3rd, and Abyssal Guardians have all of a sudden turned things on its head here. It looks like a solid little spree we've got going from the players of SwiftX. Wildfire and Lawson just absolutely slaying the lobby here in the kills department, and that's given them the position. With Skyline being such a closely contested matchup, it's all about winning your gunfight, and that's exactly what these boys are doing. Last bit of scrap time though, going towards Syfer Spectre here, but the challenge is in. Reaper with 0 HP is there, 25 seconds still on this time. Austin goes for the challenge, goes for the time. Once Pete deals with him as well. And then it's back and forward. We're making sure we don't give up too much time. If you're Syfer Spectre, you want to try and hold on to Kitchen, because where it's going now is Ramsey is in Kitchen, and this is where the party starts. Always Kitchen parties are where it's at. Once Pete finds his teammate, that's a little bit unfortunate, but at least he's there to cover the ground. Gonna have to get a perfect hard point from here. They're 6 seconds away from losing the hard point. Once Pete deals with one, Deluxe deals with the other. 3 dead in the feed. All of the time here will take this to 200 points. It'll still be only 6 seconds needed though for that team of Abyssal Guardians. And they have just been absolutely beaming. Lawson jumps around, puts the challenge in. Now, 3 more seconds need. The challenge has to come in. 2 more seconds on time. Challenge comes in. Deluxe wins his gunfight. Now Mons Pete having to deal with it. 1 more second needed. The Wildfell doesn't win his gunfights. Lawson will finish his off though. And where are we going to go? Who's on the zone? 1 more second needed, but you just hold the back sponsor. Do you go for the challenge in Kitchen? There's still 17 seconds left, and it is a 1 second game here for Abyssal Guardian. Surely they don't lose this here. The SwiftX deals with 2. Wildfells deals with 3. That's going to be the round. Surely they just need a second on it. Deluxe has to win it, but he can't stay on board. The round is done, and that will be the round done. And it's a 250 to 190. What unbelievable. What a skyline map that was. Did we expect it to go this way? Abyssal Guardians. Reverse sweep. Is it coming? 4 maps played. We take it to a protocol, and look at these performances once again. Wildfell solid, 32 kills, 31 but SwiftX 33 for that one. That is solid work from the team. Looking at the overall stands as it is, I mean, it's very close from both, and I was not expecting it to go this way. 2-2 the scoreline stands. We go to a map number 5. Well, chat, did you expect the outcome? Abyssal Guardians taking the next 2 rounds here to take it to Protocol S&D. S&D went in the favour of Syfer Spectre, but it was a close one on Hacienda. There was a 2-round difference, and that was it. Started off with Syfer Spectre on a 3-0. Came back from Abyssal Guardians, find a couple of rounds. Back and forward it went to a 4-2 for Syfer Spectre, then went to a 4-3, 4-4 almost, and then, yeah, that's the way it ended. And then before you know it, Abyssal Guardians find the control, find the next respawn, and that's where it's at now. We have a final round on our hands. I was not expecting it. I'm hoping you weren't expecting it, because that makes for more of an exciting matchup for sure. Map number 5, where we go, is Protocol. And it is all on the line for the win. And this could be crucial when it comes to the overall standings. You just don't know where we're going from here. I can't believe how exceptionally fun that map was. But there we go, a comeback for the win. Is it on the cards? Countdown timer is probably going to be wrong. It's not going to be 5 minutes. We're getting ourselves set. I feel the reverse sweep is coming. I feel you, Daxa. This reverse sweep could be on the cards. Momentum based game mode. It's in the heads of Syfer Spectre. They felt like the win was about to come before you know it. Abyssal Guardians decides, nope, it is not happening. We have this reverse sweep in our hands. We have the capacity, we have the opportunity. Syfer Spectre won't be wanting to lose this one, considering the position of the leagues. They are above Abyssal Guardians in that league. 1-3, 1-2, 2-2. Abyssal Guardians have already lost 4 maps, but all of a sudden, 4 rounds, sorry, but I mean, all of a sudden they're now away to win their third, potentially. It's on the cards. It's against a team above them in the league. And that will change the standings dramatically. And then when it comes to the next match, it means that Syfer Spectre, we're going to be winning and fighting our battles to players and teams below them. They'll be even closer to TDMC in their next match, and that'll make that one have to count. But TDMC haven't won yet. They have lost all 7 matches they have played. 0 map wins whatsoever. It should be well and truly an easy wipe from Syfer, at least to get the win. If you're going up against a team that's 0-20 on a map count, shouldn't be difficult. But we'll never write a team off. Abyssal guys look like they were out of this after 2 rounds. But we're heading to Protocol. We're heading to Search and Destroy. We're heading to our last match of the series. It gets decided here. Who comes out on top? Didn't even start a prediction for it. There we go. Got a 5-minute prediction, a 1-minute hard break, but we'll get ourselves in. Quiet round, but first blood goes away. Syfer Spectre. You go towards that B bomb site to get that plant out. Got a dodgy Codcaster once again, but Monspeat sounds like he's weak. Managed to get the full regen. Spot SwiftX on the cross towards mid-map P2 position here. Lawson though finds Ramsey. SwiftX finds another. All of a sudden it's all pressure on here if you are Syfer Spectre. Got 1 player to deal with. Player number 4, Deluxe, deals with the Reaper in the back. And now it's all down to that 1 member, Lawson. He's no F1 driver. He's definitely not getting that pole position yet. But Syfer Spectre take round number 1. I feel like this is going to be a completely different S&D run compared to our last S&D of the series. Everything's on the line. It's a little bit of a more sweatfest here. It's all about who comes out on top to end it. You don't want to be pushing too much. You don't want to get too hyper aggressive because it could be what wins or loses the round. On board with Lawson as they storm through mid-map. Deluxe does what he has to do. He deals with him up top. And now, where do we go? Down towards that A bomb site in underneath. They bait it for a second and then manage to dip out at least of your SwiftX. Rest of the team decide, right, there's a couple of players down there. We've heard it. We heard the bombs. We heard the cues. We'll make sure we don't go that way. Deluxo keeps himself alive. The Reaper just trying to find a pick through the windows. Every single window and wall, but he doesn't find the kill. SwiftX though. He's sneaking up, but he falls down, and there we go. Deluxe finds it. Reaper is falling next, and now you're all down to Wildfell, trying to deal with a 1 versus 4 scenario. You're 1-0 down. You're going to make it 2-0 down. And Syfer Spectre wins the next round. 2 in a row. We've seen this happen last time round though. Syfer Spectre came out hot in the Search and Destroy. And then, before you know it, it all switched around. Two now up. 4 more rounds away. Abyssal Guardians want to get themselves back into it. They'll be on the defense here though, and let's see what the attacking side decide to do this time round. Grenade does come in from nature, but he sends a stun. It's not going to travel as far as the frag would. And it definitely doesn't go and get any tags that he would have wanted. Wildfire spotted from the window. A good call out here as Deluxe finds one. He's on a 5 streak. He's going to challenge. He thinks it's a team in a hell position there, but at least it's his teammate, thankfully, or else he would have fell. Ramsey, though, does get traded out and makes it a 3 versus 3 scenario. Napture on the map. Where's the timing coming? Player number 7 turns and finds Nap. SwiftX giving themselves a 2 versus 2 scenario. Player number 4 is still Lux, so spots up the top window. Grandma's knows there's a player there. Keeps himself alive though. Make sure he's not going to get traded out. You don't want to fall here when the bomb's going and getting planted. Hasn't seen any player on the cross. Monspete is going to get unfortunate timing here. He does. Player number 6 is sneaking. He's finding. He gets it. It is Lawson. He finds one. The trade comes back in though, and Deluxe now is left alive in a 1 versus 1 scenario. The challenge comes in. He nades to the left hand side. He's shot on the back. It's going to be cleared, and SwiftX will find the kill. He'll get himself onto that diffuser. That's 3 kills in a row, and a diffuser going their way. And Abyssal Guardians pulling back earlier than they did in the first round of S&D. I see that we had Ramsey rejoining. I feel like something was unfortunate there. Maybe not, but we're all right. All 4 players on both sides of the lobby are here. Ramsey, though, player number 64. Unfortunate for us in the podcast, but Abyssal Guardians had a better round this time. Winning on the defense, now going straight towards that A-bomb site early. Nap, though, does pick off one. Speed finds Lawson with a nade. SwiftX answers back, though, at least to 1. Whittles down the deficit, but in a 2 versus 3 scenario with bomb in hand, you're going to have to make that rotation round. Got players to deal with, though, on the other side. Napture's already there. You've got Deluxe watching. He's going to watch over barrels. He gets some tags. Look at the wrap here from Reaper. Watching their angles, watching their positioning. He's trying to clear all that B site. He's doing well with it. He's not spotted anybody yet, even on that back artillery spot. That's it though. It's the position you didn't want to be in. Your bomb carrier is the other side of the map. He falls, and now you're in a 1v3 if you're the Reaper. What do you do from here? 3 players to deal with, plus the bomb's down. You go up the zip line. Does that cue be heard? Deluxe didn't spot it, didn't hear it. Players aren't watching him crossing yet. Monspete though, does get timing, doesn't see it. Napture is going to hear the slide. Bomb's recovered. Doesn't matter. Dealt with. 3-1 goes Syfer, Spectre. Leading away still. Here's that final kill we just missed. Reaper decided to grab the bomb, but he comes straight back down into the iron sights of Deluxe. And he's making sure he deals with that scenario. Six and 1's going Deluxe, so he's having a great round. So is Nap, to be fair, having a great S&D. It's Ramsey who is 0 and 1, was 0 and 2 in the screen up above beforehand. But Deluxe on board, attacking side this time. First blood, is he going to get it this time? Wildfire challenges the window, but doesn't get noticed. SwiftX gets the first blood in the meantime. And now you've got player number 2, Nap, trying to find SwiftX on the return. Doesn't manage it. SwiftX gets out with his life. And Wildfire will deal with Nap trying to make that rotation into the back spawn. Now you're in a 2 versus 4 on your attacking round, and I mean, it's very few and far between where you win these ones. Makes a deficit count here though, as he finds 1 onto SwiftX, who's making that rotation round. He knows the player's up in that window where Wildfire got the last kill. He has a bomb in hand. Where does he go from here? They're number 5 though. Reaper is spotting the bomb carrier. Monspete comes into the scene, and there we go. It is bomb down. It's all to play for. Deluxe on his own. Finds 1. Makes it a 1v2, but there's only 24 seconds to play at the round. Has to find a bomb or has to find the 2 kills. What does he do here? He spots Reaper at the heli. Reaper probably seen him too. Decides to go against it. Goes away from him, doesn't think about that, goes for the bomb site. Gets the bomb, finds the Reaper, gets the bomb retrieved, but the challenge is going to come in surely from Lawson in a few seconds. He's going to count down the time in. It's not enough time. He gets the round and Abyssal Guardians bring one back. It's a very good series, Titans, so far. It is 2-2. It is map number 5. And this is anybody's game. 2 games start off the series. Went the way of Syfer Spectre. 2 rounds after that went Abyssal Guardians' way. And now this is the final map to determine who comes out on top. And so far, up top is Deluxe. Are we going to see an early first blood here? Yes, we are. He does get it. Deluxe finding the first. Gives himself the advantage on this defensive side. Sends the nade over. Teammate Ramsey though deals with another one, and before you know it, it is 2 in a row from Ramsey. You're left in a 4 versus 1 scenario, and if you lose this now from Wildfell, it's going to be unfortunate. He's not having the best of rounds so far. Wildfell though does get the beam at the heli. He reduces the deficit by 1. 3 versus 1 though, still difficult to ask. Deluxe is up top, he pops his head up. Wildfell knows and sees it. Takes some shots though and can't finish him. But that's going to whittle down the time, and Deluxe knows it. Deluxe is just playing with his food. Deluxe plays with his food, he wins it. And there we go, Syfer, Spectre are now 2 rounds to the good. 2 more rounds away as well, and that will be the map win, the series win. But we can't write Abyssal Guardians off. They've done it before, they came back. Seems like a better rounds of S&D though are coming from that Syfer Spectre squad. And that's the way you want to do it. If you're going to go at map 5 on a regular occasion, you have to be good at S&D. And so far, they are looking solid. Deluxe 4 in a row is 10 and 1. 6 rounds done. I mean, what kind of round is that? I mean, you can't grumble with that for sure. Quick rotation round. Swift Exo finds his first blood. He's gonna get dealt with though. Potentially. No, it's not. Lawson finds the next kill. All of a sudden, you're in a 2 versus 4 scenario. The bomb is down. Nap at least grabs 1 back. Deluxe has still got his streak going. Doesn't know. Tries to pick all these corners. Trying to find some more picks. Keep the spree going. Since just slowly peeking that angle on the window. It's not going to be spotted. And you've still got player number 2. Nap just waiting around for his teammate because they know the bomb's down. They have to find something here. Positional wise, I have no idea where you look here. If you're Deluxe or Nap. 29 seconds to play it. Don't know if he's just playing his lives. Deluxe doesn't get the spot on the cross. SwiftX gets hit with his life. Shots come up top from Lawson. Lawson finds 1. He knows where the second is, and that's Nap down below, but he's got 13 seconds to play it. His teammate will get the kill, and that will be Abyssal Guardians pulling 1 back once again, and we're keeping this very, very tight once again. This is the way we like it. But it definitely gets closer and closer to that squeaky bum time, as we say when it comes to football. Closing out the final round. You want to have the ice to close it out. Who is going to end up having that? It comes to the round. An unfortunate Ramsey disconnect, and Syfer Spectre are down 1 already once again, and now it's a 4 versus 3 scenario. Don't know where we go from here. Don't know what they do. They're not doing anything in the back of the spawn. They're waiting for their teammates to get back in. Can he join back in before the lobby starts? Bomb's going to go down towards A. Going to be a 3 versus 4. And they decide they're playing it. There we go. We do get the disconnect. And we do see what's happening here. for free. It would be to Abyssal Guardians of that round. Not sure where we go from here. But we'll have to wait and see once they reconnect and regather what's happening. Right, so we'll write that down. They are very similar positions in the league, yes. So when it comes to the league standings, as it stands for now, it is Syfer Spectre on top of them at 6. Number 8 is Abyssal Guardians. So we're going to have to switch sides in the lobby, it looks like, as well. So, I mean, I'm going to have to do my hardest here to swap over and get it all in the correct positions here. Abyssal Guardians, AG, ABGD, Abet, Gada, Lifer. I'm gonna have to change all this once again because they have to switch sides because attack and defense obviously makes sense because that is the way we're going for this one. We're gonna have to have them in the right positions, but at least they know the scoreline is 4-3 starting off this next round. Yeah, so we're going back into that. 4-3 is going to be Syfer Spectre leading the way. Back towards protocol we go. We'll wait and see where we get from here. If Syfer Spectre can close it out, if Ramsey can stay connected, then we might have a very close matchup here. We're going to go back to that protocol though, and the way it is, sides are going to be switched. We're going back in. Let's see, that protocol search and destroy. We switch sides up there on the top of the screen, but that doesn't matter for now. As it stands, it's a very close series. Abyssal Guardians needs 3 rounds. Syfer Spectre need 2. And the attacking round for Abyssal Guardians now. They go straight down. There's going to be no trophy systems once again earlier this time around. That's going to be things changed completely. Monpet gets the first kill. Spectre tries to stay alive down there, but Monspete finds 2. He's eventually traded out, but at least you've got a 3 versus 2 scenario here. Bomb's going to be down in towards that A site. And who's going to get the time in here? Lawson or Deluxe? Lawson finds Deluxe. Shoulders. Oh my goodness. Couldn't tell who was going to win that gunfight there. 2 versus 2 scenario we're in. The bomb's down though, but they're going to have to regather it from now. Syfer Spectre are down below, and it's Nap hand of Ramsey. Did he get a glimpse of Wildfire making the moves around the map there? Swapping each other's positional lines, making sure they're watching each other's cross. Spiral is where the players might be tending to look down, or it might be just down the open. Decides to go for that nade, changes his mind. Nap though finds Lawson. He knows the second player's there, so Ramsey's going to come and help, but it doesn't matter. It is cleared, and Syfer Spectre are 1 more round away. I3 it is. Without tips, his teammate fell beside him, and he already called it out. He's seen the 2 players jump up to the same console to make sure they can get the trades if needed. Abyssal Guardians need to win every single round now. They can't fall here or they lose the series. Syfer Spectre to do the attack. First blood goes to Deluxe. Well, it's actually Monspeet. I'll take it back. Maybe it was Deluxe. I don't know. It's one of the two. It's Monspeet. On the screen it was right. On the other bit it was wrong. At least we're working things out. First Blooded going our way. SwiftX in the rotation is going to spot Nap in the back. Caught napping himself, but Deluxe finds another of his own. Monspeet finds it, and it's all SwiftX's idea. 1 versus 3. Bomb will be down towards B, giving them very limited time to deal with it. Now it looks like Syfer Spectre game to win. Ramsey from up top will be damaged. SwiftX decides to go chow that for a second. Decides, wait, actually, better not go up zip line. We'll go around the back and rotate around that way. Timing is not going to be in his favour though. And timing is definitely not in his favour whatsoever. Decides to go for that sneaky defuse. Are they going to check the bomb? Is the timing going to work out? Nobody's spotted him on the cross. The defuse goes in. Abyssal Guardians are still in this. 5-4 we go. And that's a little bit of a falter if you are Syfer Spectre. You didn't cross or spot any of the players in the rotation. Didn't spot that one member you needed to finish out the series. That might bite you in the backside here now, as Abyssal Guardians will have an attacking round in SwiftX with the sneaky ninja diffuse. Keeps them live and kicking. Lawson didn't see any of the players on the cross. Napture to spot 1 though. First Blood though goes Ramsey's way. He dips out with his life as well. Now they're inside that A bomb site, making sure that's clear and nobody's coming that way. That being said, timing on Lawson is perfect. He finds Deluxe, will shoot him out, give themselves a little bit of an even Stevens here in terms of lives. Going towards that B bomb site, and it's all about player number 6, Nap. Is he going to get the spot on the player? Decides to go check the bomb. Surely he sees defeat there. He does. He gets the shots off. Gets him weak. Can't finish him off. He falls in the Reaper. How for some reason stays alive this whole time. And he wins his gunfight. And now he dips back. Syfer Spectre threw 1 round away already. Are they going to throw a second one away? As Lawson finds another. It's all down to Monspeet, and you're in a 1v3 scenario. Syfer Spectre threw 2 rounds on the bounce, unless Monspeet can do something about it. 1v2, 20 seconds. He can't even find a window jump. I don't see him finding 2 more kills in this lobby, and I don't see him going for that sticky ninja. Reaper is inside. Deal with him. Monspeet, can he deal with it? Reaper just running around, staying alive. He finds the kill, but there's not enough time on the clock. He's going to go, but he's going to fall. Get away from that bomb site. You don't want to fall. You keep that going. 4 in a row you are. You're going to make it 5. SwiftX is there. He wins a round! Oh! But he doesn't get the defusal. And Abyssal Guardians keep it going. No, it's 5-5. It's a round 11, ladies and gentlemen. We have a round 11 on our cards. Abyssal Guardians. Can they win it now? Syfer Spectre threw 2 rounds in a row out of the window, just like Monspeet couldn't get out of the window there. Now, have an attacking round. Monspeet's on 5 kills. Doesn't matter nonetheless. Hellstorm won't be doing any good now, but the RCXD is going to be the first out. It's going to get unfortunate with the timing on that, and that RCXD is going to cause some disruption to his own teammates, but Napster at least finds SwiftX. Ramsey's down below. And this is going to be all down to the next gunfight. Wildfell finds the kill. Stuck in a position where he has to go back away and back out because he's weak. 3 versus 3. We are at all to play for. Monspeet comes through the window. Spotted. Going towards that bomb site though. Has to hear the Reaper. Doesn't see him though. Knows he's ducked down. He's got to have gone somewhere. Timing isn't in his hands. That's a great rotation though from the Reaper as he manages to dip out. Does check it though, and he surely spots it. He knows his head's there. Now, Reaper decides, I'm going for that drop down. I'm going to have to go and do that sneaky maneuver as Napture finds one. Monspeet makes it. That's it. It is done. The game is finished. And thankfully, if you're Syfer Spectre, you do end up winning that one because you'd be very, very disheartened considering the way we went. 6-5 to end this series. The ice in the veins here of Syfer Spectre, but they could have won it 2 rounds prior. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the round. That is the series. And I can't believe what we just witnessed. Syfer Spectre, GG. What a round, what a series, a map 5, which we haven't seen in quite some time. They'll be happy that's went the way it's went if you're Syfer Spectre fans and players. That being said, from that whole series, we've got to give an MVP. Our MVP of the series has got to go. Either, I'm going to have to call it there, right? That final round was on one's peak, right? Doesn't finish the round, but overall standard, I think Ramsey was the overall standout performer across all of the game modes, right? Solid pickup. He is the standard. He was obviously not me being playing to start with of this the series. It wasn't going to be him. It was going to be Kempa, but instead, Kempa couldn't get to it, and that will be it done. That means that your winner of your MVP is going to be Ramsey, and our next matchup is going to be Syfer Spectre once again returning to the fold. They'll be facing up against TDMC in our next series. We're going to get set up and sorted for that. In the meantime, we'll leave you with some of them highlights from that final round.
Put your chains on my soul. You just fear what you can't control. I know you wanna keep me caged, but baby, I'm a renegade. You know I'm a renegade. Baby, I'm a renegade.
Breaking all the rules. After mine now, this ain't win or lose. This is what you wanted from me, lit the fuse. Be a pawn all my life, I refuse. You were scheming all my life, now you need me. Not seeing it as a big deal, it's something I can't repeat. In the lab like Dexter, you sabotage like Dee. Yeah, I got the crown now, it's mine now, I'm knee deep.
Yeah, I got the crown now, it's mine now.
I can't be minimized. On the throne, you've been advised. Wanted me down, but I switched it up. I'm top tier, better listen up. Overhyped can't trip me up. Over the way, had to lift me up. What a shot, look how it rolls, even if nobody knows ya. On my own wave, I am boss now. I'm the boss now. Wiped away my tears, got the sauce now. My back was on the wall, now I'm up. When you were claiming I was soft, I had a rough. Outcast left in the cold, outcast left in the cold. The in crowd would block me out. I had to kicking dough, forcing to a plan. Been evicted from my land. If you wanna see me now, I'm not giving you the chance, yeah.
That was the series done. That is us going to our next matchup. We're going to repeat these scores back to 0. We'll mute the music. We're getting into map number 1. It is going to be Skyline Hardpoint to start off the series. The B team is no longer Abyssal Guardians. We are watching TDMC. And that's going to be Syfer Spectre taking this one here against them. Can it be 2 wins on the bounce? Or is TDMC going to upset Syfer Spectre after another win? We'll have to wait and see. We're going to get into game. We're going to get started on our cast table. We're going to go to live scene. Keeping it on the screen for now. They are resetting anyway because, I mean, this is what happens, right? I tell them to go. And they started early. They decided they fucked it up again anyway. So, I mean, it makes no difference for me. But it means I can set up the overlays properly because everybody decides that they want to start the wrong way around. Team B attacking should be game number 2. So, we'll do that. So, Guardians are no longer the players and teams to be taking part of it. That being said, let's look at the rosters for the other team. So we've seen Syfer Spectre. We know this who is on board with their team, right? Team B, on the other hand, though, is going to be a different side. I don't know if it's the exact same side that we've got wrote down here on the roster, but if it is, this will be the roster that you will be witnessing for this matchup. On my screen, it looks like it's different names, but David, Delta, Lawson. Oh, isn't it? We get rid of Lawson because Lawson was the last series. There we go. It's Clown. Bravo. That is your team of the Devil Maid Clan. We're going into the lobby. We're going into the matchup though, and we're going into the first one of this best of 5. This time around, Syfer Spectre against TDMC. 2 maps on the bounce for them. They're going to be hot. They're going to be ready to go, and they're going to be ready to flow into that state. Can they keep the momentum going? Can they shift it and keep the wins coming and show them how to do it? On board already. We're in the lobby. We're ready to go. We're hoping all run smoothly this time round. Here we go. Devil May Clan, Syfer Spectre. Their second map and series of the day. We're on board with TDMC though. Early on. First blood goes away, second blood goes their way. Clown Cams, Delta, all fine and free. All of a sudden it's 4 dead in defeat, and Syfer Spectre have started off slow. Kempa at least hands one back, and actually Kempa is back in. That's a good position to see him. We see him swap out. Mistakes were made. He kills himself off the map. The Joker finds one. Tons and finds a second. 2 in a row they go. TDMC don't look like a team that's lost every single map. The way that this has started off. Unless Syfer Spectre just started off a little bit cold here. They eventually get themselves in and get themselves in the rotation here. Deluxe finding another. They're going to make that rotation towards P2. The final bit of time going to them on scrap. And Syfer Spectre at least are back and set up ready. A good start early on though for TDMC. The way I've seen it in map count, I was expecting it to be an easy whitewash, but we can't write anybody off. Deluxe finds 2 in the back, 3 in a row in the feed. Syfer Spectre will now take the lead for the first time in an early second P2. Napture finds 2 in a row. He's keeping a streak going, but so far it's Deluxe. He doesn't win his gunfight. Clown, minuscule bit of health. Actually, he had still 48 health left. Actually, surprisingly considering. Sent a nade through the vent though. That's a nice sweet spot, but Napture will expect the player to come flying in. He comes challenging down towards Piano. They still got Monspeed up on the time. He's going to turn, he's going to snap, and he's going to find another kill. Map number 2 is looking hot and dicey, and we're on board with Monspeed, who did finish off in that S&D round in the last series really well. He's keeping himself flowing for now. The whole 60 seconds pretty much going their way. Jokov gets the first kill in the new hardpoint, but the rotation is already in here if you're Syfer Spectre, and they are looking perfectly flowing here from P2 to P3. They want to try and keep this going on a flow state towards P4. Player in the back though is Kayams. He will be picked off. Does Kempa replace Ramsey just as Ramsey was performing as the MVP in the last series? All of a sudden that's 3 dead. It's only 1 player left alive in the back, and that's Monspeed because he wants to hold the spawn. Sadly for him, he doesn't stay alive long enough for that to happen. Players are spawned out now towards that open, oh, I'd say it's not balcony, but you know what we mean. It's over towards that fireplace, towards the plat, and then it's all the kills going the way of TDMC as they now start to close in on that lead. Jokov deals with another. He's going to fall off the map. Up top though, below, it's going to be player number 6. Deluxe challenges it, finds the gunfight, gets the kill, dumps back. Now 1 player left remaining in the back is dealt with, and Syfer find 4 kills in the feed, make that 5 in a row. Next going to be 6 in a row, and Deluxe looking good in the position. Kempa on a 3 streaks just now. This should jump on board with him as he's going to spot the players crossing towards top flat. 1 goes down into bedroom. Delta deals with him though, and now looking to get himself around. Teammate's going to follow up here as well. Kempa's beamed from over in that balcony. Trades back and forward we go. It's in. Ramsey needed to sit out. Unfortunate for you, Ramsey, but you were looking solid. Syfer Spectre with a 40-point lead though. Last bit of sound to get the players in the back spawn, but the last bit of time is going to go all the way here to TDMC, but now a lead still in favour of Syfer Spectre as they're inside hot tub, and they're just going to sit and wait here in P1 for as long as possible, make sure they hold that spawns for P2 and try and flow them together because they're finding the kills in the feed. Pete Mix finds the next. There you go. Kemp is finally dealt with. Over towards Catwalk he goes. Finds another as Clown makes it 4 in a row. He's trying to deal with the players in the back spawn as well because he wants to hold these spawns for P2. Kemp is down below. He's going to be dealt with, and Clown keeps his 5 spree for only a matter of seconds as the other player on a streak is going to be Natcher, who deals with him 6 in a row, and my boys are starting to lose it. Still keeping it close if you're TDMC. Considering, finds another kill. He's 7 in a row. He's getting close, but he needs to get on that time, and he needs to get these extra points if he wants to get any score streaks added. Cams comes to challenge him. He's dodging, he's weaving, and he wins his gunfight. That's unfortunate because the challenge comes in back and forward. Kempa finding a double. Sees the Delta slide on in. He's dealt with by a teammate. Kempa's going to round towards top plat. He'll find an already dead body as Deluxe cleared away. Kempa though turns 5th in a row. It goes. 50-point lead once again in favour of Syfer Spectre as they're getting the remainder of this time here. If they can hold all 33 here, it's going to look really solid to end out the series very quickly. or at least the map, very quickly as Monspeed finds a double. Gonna add a third in a row, and that's free in the feed. Solid performance from him there as well, and he's looking good from that S&D round in the last series. Challenge, oh, spawn slipped out. He's eventually going to get the spawns that they want if you're Syfer Spectre. Making sure you're holding the back, but there's a player that's making that rotation on the back. He's going to shoot Nap in the back. Is he going to try and find another? He does, but it doesn't work out. Monspeep is the one to deal with it. We just called him Monspeep. He's not peeping, that's for sure. He is peeking and he is winning his gunfights. Split spawns coming no for Syfer Spectre. But 4 in the feed. Make that 5. Monspeep's on a 4. What a way to deal with the pressure. Syfer Spectre is just absolutely laser beaming in here from Monspeep. He's warm, he's ready, and he's raring to go. Kempa, even though he didn't have a series in the last one, he is still gunning as well. He's going 22 and 14. You've got Nap going 24 and 16. And they're definitely outslaying in this department. Monspeep, though, he is going to wait around, expecting the players to come out. Sadly for him, he's going to be shot on the back. Jokov's going to be the one to get the spawns and get into that bedroom hardpoint. The last bit of scrap time going their way as well if you're TDMC. But Jokov decides, I'm going to go for more kills here. He finds Monspeep. He finds Kempa. 2 in a row. Traded out it goes though, but that's going to be the hold here for TDMC early on. Nobody's on the zone though, but Jokov, where does he get shot from? I didn't even see a player to challenge him. Nap knows the player's behind bathroom. The slide comes in. All of a sudden, the break is instantaneously. We're past the 200 point margin, and they can't win. Well, they could potentially win it here. They'd have to have a perfect hold. Don't see it happening, but I'm sure TDMC are going to put some challenges in. But they have a massive they have a massive lead here. Monspeep are doing work. Kempa doing absolute slaying duties once again. 28 and 16. He's going to get past that 30 point mark. We've still got 20 more seconds. They can still win it here. It's neutral though. Nobody's on it. They're not going to win it here. But they've got plenty of time to play it. The 100 point margin is going to be almost impossible to come back from this as Kempa makes it 6 in a row. He turns. He's not going to find the 7th. That would have been phenomenal as the break does eventually come in. The last bit of scrap time goes. But you already see it. 232 to 240, 142. It's going to be very difficult ask for TDMC as Monspeep finds a double of his own. Where do we find the next gunfights? Kimes comes flying in, finds one, traded out by Napture. 7 more seconds needed here, and P1 could be where we end it. Couple more kills in the feed for Syfer Spectre, and that could be all she wrote for TDMC in this hardpoint. Nice read from Deluxe. That's one. Knows Delta's in the hot. Well, he's not in the hot tub, but Kempa's going to deal with him anyway. 4 dead, 5 more seconds. Other side of the map, not going to get the chance and the opportunity. That is going to be round number 1 in the bag here in the series for Syfer Spectre. Score 250 to 156. Solid, dominating performance. And map number 1. That's the way you want to start it. That's the way you want to continue the series. Kempa though must be the absolute slayer in lobby. 34 kills to his name, but the hell kitten Monspeep 2 minutes 48. Without that you don't win a hardpoint. Perfect objective playing from Monspeep, and that will be map number 1 in the cards here on our series. Skyline was our first match, and as you can see on the scores and on the doors here, Search and Destroy is going to be our second match of the series. Then we go to Control once again on Protocol, and then it'll be a Skyline hardpoint, and to finish off, if we go map 5 once again, it will be a Hacienda Search and Destroy. Not sure what they're doing, if they're keeping host or not, but that's what determines where we go from here. We'll wait and see if anything changes. I don't know what's happened. Somebody said something, but We'll wait and see what happens on the scores there and on the next one. But for now, as it stands, we'll go to some replays from that last matchup. Hopefully they all work for you in chat here just now, as we will set up a devil. Wait, I'm not sure what they said in chat. Red card map number 2. A solid effort from Ramsey last series for sure. I gave him the MVP award as well. He was that good. That he outslayed, he has done his jobs. He done a lot of slaying though. Especially in the first couple of maps. It looked like it was all but over for Abyssal Guardians early. It didn't end up being that way. But he kept it going. Now, we're heading to that red card hardpoint. We're on board, we're in the screens, the overlays are ready, and we're ready to go. Syfer, Spectre are 1-0 up in the series. We're on board with the attack inside. That will be TDMC. You know what? They're pretty dedicated, right? They have it in their like their names. Their names are actually TDMC, and I would like to see it. Repping their team. Sneaking doors open as Delta. Is it heard though? It's very quiet at this point in time, and on the other side you're going to have Napture who slams the door open and Sid, and they're just going to be watching each other, not even aware that they are watching each other. Comes through the doorway. Delta wins his gunfight though. That is crucial. He deals with one. Max manages to get it out, but Kayams does fall on the other half, and that was Kempa that found the first blood. Kempa finds another, and he dips out with his life as well, but he's left in a 1 versus 2 scenario. And if you're anybody here with Joker dealing with one speed, Clown deal with Deluxe, Kempa's going on a full rotate. Right around the map we go. Kempa spotted. Kempa beams. Unbelievable. Is he going to get the ace to win the round? He's got one more player to deal with. He waits till the regen comes in. He slides on. He does get the ace. Wow. All 4 for Kempa in round 1 here in the first S&D of the series. And he does it in some fine style. GG Kempa. Wow, what I was not expecting it, to be fair. Didn't expect him to clutch up like he does. He does what he has to do. He waits it out. He finds the opportunities. He finds the picks. And he puts that deficit to 1. We're going to watch some elevator music. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. From up top. Because Clown is pushed up though early on. Napture though doesn't care. He is pushed up. He'll find the first blood. And now they'll go towards that A bomb site, get that plant down. And you're going to have to see different players making different movements here. As Kempa doesn't spot the player below him. He's going to see him to the right hand side though. Does manage to dip out the window, thankfully. That is very fortunate for him. Delta though makes it a 3 versus 3. Napture though makes sure it's an extra number done. And Kempa's got him written like a book. Delta though going for the defuse. Timing, is it going to be checked? Not again. Oh, I was going to say not again for Syfer. Surely not another ninja defuse comes in, but they finally get on board with that diffuser. It is 2-0. Syfer Spectre leading Kempa. It was 6 in a row, and he is standing out like an absolute demon in this series, taking place of Ramsey from map number or series number 1, and he's just fitting in just nicely. They're on the defense this time. What have the attacking side of TDMC got to do here to change things up? We've seen them go B bomb site first time out. Syfer changed it up by going A, and we've seen that happen a lot more often. A lot more A pushes going in, especially when it comes to the higher level players. Looking for this first one though is Deluxe. You're going to have Monspeed already in the zone. Where are we looking though? Delta decides, smashes some windows. Going to get opportunity back and forward. They headbutt the doorway. Nobody knows what to do with it. Delta's beam. Monspeak gets the first blood. Now he dips back, and now the position you're going to see is Deluxe inside tickets. Players either side of him. Monspeak will get a next kill. He's going to dip out as well with his life, 57 HP, and he stays alive. Now Deluxe deals with one. You've got one more member left alive, and it's going to be Clown. He goes straight into the gun sight of Deluxe, and that will be another round. Syfer Spectre are 3-0 up. The way they started off their S&D run last time out. We did see them do a relatively good job in their S&D versus Abyssal Guardians. This time they're 3-0 up again. Kempa though is still on 6 in a row. They've got an attacking round to go. Does Kempa get close to these streaks? Can he get the house down? Do they give him the bomb? Nope, it's Monspeak that gets the bomb instead. He's going back to his top favoured position here inside elevator. He's been watching a lot of the pros playing some scrims, some opportunities, but Monspeak is the aggressor. Shots go across the map, trying to give away some positions here. Is Monspeak going to peek that door? He hears doors getting slammed left, right and centre. Delta making moves to get himself around. Got Deluxe sending the stun in, sends an aid to follow up, get some damage, spots Delta, tries to shoot through the wall. Delta manages to dip down and get the dolphin dive in. It saves his life, but Kayams is there to find one. Delta's going to storm through the door to find a second. Now Syfer Spectre with a one-man disadvantage. The bomb is down. Where do you go from here? It's player number 8, that's Kempa, is 6 in a row. He's not had a round this time. He's not found a kill this time out. But he'll need to try and clutch up for his team. Clown spots him on the cross. Shots come in. Napture finds one, but Kempa will fall. And that will be a round to TDMC. Getting himself back into contention here. Back on the board. Oh, it's too early, Mark. You're pushing buttons too quickly. Let's fucking go. Guys, hope you're tuning in. You're still here and you enjoyed the first series. And now you're enjoying this second series. The Syfer Spectre are looking good. 3-1 up so far in this one. They're one map up. Doesn't mean that it's over anytime soon. We've seen it go 2-0 up. But 3-2 dead in the feed. All of a sudden, first blood goes Kempa's way, but he's traded out. Delta finds 2 of his own. He's on a 4 streak, and now 2v2 scenario awaits. Still have the bomb in control. And they're just going to have to watch their angles here. Let's watching tickets. You've got the bomb site watched over by Nap. As he spotted Delta once again. Finds another. He's 5 in a row and he's keeping a streak alive. He's going to try and get this bomb down. 2 versus 1. The retake for Deluxe. Has he got it? But he gets weakened and now all of a sudden he's got to dip out. That will waste some time and TDMC will have herself even less time to worry about. Deluxe made the rotation now. 2 players still not looking in his direction, but they're watching over that bomb. So when he does come through a door eventually, he will probably be spotted. The nade comes in. He doesn't spot one. Clown's there though. Now, Deluxe, where do you look? What corner do you go? Slams through the doorway, does spot Delta, he turns onto Delta, he finds the kill, he's got the time, and Deluxe clutches up. 2 kills to end it here, and that will be a fantastic time to defuse. 2.3 seconds left on the clock, and all of a sudden, you have 4-1 lead if you're Syfer Spectre. It was so weak. Delta tried to dip out the doorway as well, but he just couldn't fathom the escape. TDMC leading the way. Having to find the perfect S&D from here on out. Syfer Spectre are 2 rounds away and they're looking solid. This time on the attack, Deluxe with that final one. We'll stay on board with him and see where the team go. You've got all 4-man pushing down towards this A bomb site. And who's going to be watching over from the cross and up from top? It is going to be Clown nonetheless. He does find Nap, but Nap will get the first blood onto him. And now you've got Jokov in the back here. Sends the stuns towards the bomb site, gets some tags. Kempa though deals with Delta, and now you've got 2 players to deal with. Now, make that 1 as the last player remaining. It's going to be Kayam's. All 4 players to deal with in Syfer, Spectre, and at this point in time I feel like you just need yourself and get this over with. But have you got the ice in your veins? Have you got the opportunity? All they need for Syfer is the trades. Kayam's goes the long way around. Tries to get some high ground to spot any players, but Deluxe is there. He deals with him. It is map point for Syfer, Spectre once again. Been in this scenario before. As TDMC even got an answer to it. Not had the best of S&Ds, only finding 1 around in the series so far. Deluxe continuing his spree, but let's stay on board. Kayams is 1-6. Clown is 1-6. The only player really going positive here for the side of TDMC is going to be Delta. He's 7-5. And that's not the way you want to play playing S&D. You've got to be perfect, clinical from here on out though, to keep yourself alive in the S&D round. You have Delta pushing up first. Kempa, one of the players that's been standout in this S&D round and standout in the series so far, as the first player to deal with him. Get some shots off, but he does manage to dip out. Going to see a rotation from Nap though, going on tickets. Going to pass by a few of the members of TDMC making that route. One speed though, first blood goes his way. The opportunity is here. Nat finds another kill. Here we go, 3 in a row it goes, and now you're all down to Kayams. It's done, ladies and gentlemen. The round is over. Syfer, Spectre with a fantastic 6-1 win on the S&D. We go, and that is the best S&D they pulled off so far tonight. At number 2 going their way. Final kill here is to Deluxe. And thank you for the follow there over on Kick, Aaron, Mark. I do appreciate it. Good name. I love the name. And the kills and deaths and all that are wrong here. But Kempa feels like he is en route for that MVP performance. Teams now going to protocol control. You know what happened in protocol the last time on that control. It didn't work out for that Syfer Spectre squad. They couldn't find a win. They lost it 3 rounds to 0 against Abyssal Guardians. However, so far, TDMC are yet to find a map win throughout 7 full games. Can they turn it around here? Can TDMC find their first round in the map and first chance to get it? I'm going to say, I feel like this series is going to be a 3-0. I feel like TDMC just don't have it in them to find the win in the control. We're keeping the same sides. We're going to map number 3 on protocol already, and we're going to kickstart this matchup. Protocol could be a devastating map here. You can get spawn trapped so bad and get put in a blender. And I feel like if anybody's going to be doing it, it's going to be Kempa pushing up, and he's going to be putting the team in a blender the way that he has been absolutely gunning throughout the series so far. Here we go. We are in. We're on. And Kempa, we're on board with early on. He's going to check the stuns and the nades. But sadly, that nade looks like it's going more towards his teammates. Clown gets the first blood straight onto him. Delta finds another. And they did start off really strong in the hard point if you're TDMC. They were getting some really good kills early. Getting some good work started. But as it starts, there's no tick progression made yet. They are going to get 2 players towards that zone. Gonna spot Napch, but he goes and gets the first one, and he finds the second one on A, and that's going to be that cleared for now. Dancing around, there's a player below. Kayamzo above him. Nap knows he's somewhere nearby, but doesn't know where. He's not going to challenge up top. Doesn't think about the top position of this tower. He does now though, as he goes to go up top. not shots are made. Kayams is in the back and finds that kill. Where do they spawn out here if he's in this control? That's over towards that B site defense. Monspeed now, though, is going to spot the player crossing out through ammo windows. He does manage to get out. Looks to the players to the left though, and he spotted one. He knows there's a second around that artillery face, but Monspeed will be traded out. There's going to be tick progression made towards A. TDMC taking one tick at least so far. Tries to turn on to Kempa. Doesn't manage to win that gunfight though, but Kayams is still pushed up in that back. Making sure the spawns are flipped towards that B site. This could be the 1 minute added here, but it's going well here, and Nap can clear the zone. No, he doesn't. Clown will get the extra minute secured. 19 versus 16 in the kills, and I told you, Protocol Control is not a map that Syfer Spectre like to play, but it's so far they're managed to get some kills back and forward here and at least keep the lives relatively close. Kempa, as we said, is going to push up into that back spawn. 2 more kills go their way, and Syfer Spectre managed to get it almost even. He goes and gets it even now until the trades come in. Getting them back in the spawn, and Deluxe turns down here, drops down, finds one. Dips out with 13 HP in a dream. Don't want to be falling early on. Nap in the back's going to find 2 lining up. Jakov is going to be able to dip out. He gets the pick up, but he loses the gunfight. Jakov manages to get out of spawn, and it means it's just to be the need to watch over though at this point in time. Have we got a mod in chat that can ban that person, please? That would be fantastic. If not, we'll just have to ban Delight Dessert herself. There we go. They done and dusted. 2 players go down. 9 versus 9. We're almost at S&D territory. Clown finds one. Jogger finds the other, but we've got 28 seconds to play it. They almost got tick progression towards B, but the defense is holding out. They're on the zone. They're going to clear that, and that's going to be very difficult for TDMC to deal with. Nap and Deluxe are up top. They managed to clear off the 2 players. Now you're left with Clown, who stops the time for now. He falls. No more respawns available. Kayams, can he do anything? The answer to that is no. And now there's 2 players left alive. They're back in their spawn, and they're shooting from a distance, but Delta can find one and only one as they manage to get 4 ticks of progression. If you're TDMC, that's not a bad effort on an attacking round. But can they keep it that way? Can they hold out the ticks from the other side? Nice plays from them on S&D. It was definitely nice plays for sure. I've got a little bit of a toothache myself, and it's absolute agony at the moment. You can't bite down. Oh, Syfer Spectre are leading the way here. One 0 up. They didn't get around last time round in this control. They have this time. Now, they're looking to try and fight their way out. First blood goes his way. Gonna find a second. Nice little sprays on. 5 in a row he goes. Knows where's an extra. That nade's gonna go out. Teammate will get the kill on Clown. 1 tick of progression being made. 1 tick. That's what they need. The contest comes in. Monspeed comes in for the slide. Gets the challenge in. He's 5 in a row. And we're close to finding 2 ticks of progression. This is a solid round from him. Monspeed makes it 7. He's watching. He knows where the players are spawning. They're over towards that B site. He's going to get the 2nd tick of progression made. And he's so close to that Hellstorm missile. Kempa finding kills in the back as well. And he's keeping the players pinned out. Monspeed, I think, might have just fell before he earned that streak. But the extra minute is secured, and it don't matter from here. They're winning the gunfights. They're winning everywhere around the map at the moment. The rotations in. He does fall in the back, but now Deluxe back and forward. Checkerboard we go. Let's see if Monspeed earned that Hellstorm. He didn't. Unfortunate. So close to it as well. Just a little bit left to do. Napture though, we get on board just at the right time as he finds 2. He's going to turn around. He's going to get 3 piece. Going to be 4. Is it going to be 5? It is. Napture finds all 5 in a row. And that is the way to get on to the zone. All of a sudden you're at a double life advantage. And Nap with 9 in a row is Deluxe. You've got Nap with 5 in a row. I mean, What else can you ask for as Napshire makes it 6 in a row? Deluxe has loose his streak, but surely Deluxe maybe gained that Hellstorm. He does. And this round looks like it's all but truly over here. Are you going to go for the tick? So you're just going to go for the kills and slay them on out if you're Syfer Spectre, because at this point in time, they're just throwing lives at it and they don't care for the life of them. Kempa hasn't had the best of series in the control, but at least Nap and Deluxe are doing their job and they're doing their roles. No more lives available for TDMC. Kempa will turn and find another. Do they go for the ticks? Do they go for kills? It is literally all to play for here. 2-0 up in the series with a defensive round to go. It feels like a 3-0 in my books. Delta though clears the way. 1 more minute to play. B progression is done, but that's the last life secured. Syfer Spectre absolutely dominating in the control. A turnaround from the last series. Deluxe went massive. Absolutely massive. And Syfer Spectre, let's see, where is Deluxe? Did Deluxe get that Hellstorm? Yes, he did. Did Napshire get anywhere near it? No, he didn't, but he doesn't need to. Napshire 22-12 and Deluxe 15-7. Attacking round for TDMC now. And they get the first blood, but they get trades back and forward we go. Gonna have one player trying to push up through, and that's gonna be Kempa. Down below, there's one player on the B site. Nap's going to rotate for him in the back, expecting the player to make that cross and try and swap the spawns around. Kempa though finds 3 in a row, and now he's starting to heat up. He's back to even Stevens. A progression being made. The defense is strong. They're up, pushed up in towards ammo, and now with 4 players dead, there's only 1 player that they don't have to worry about inside Grandma's, as they will get onto that zone though. TDMC have 2 players on it. Kempa rotating round. Next rotation comes in from Monspeak. That is going to be the Hellstorm coming in from Deluxe. He's not found anybody. They all dip inside, thankfully, into Grandma's, but that will stop the progression being made towards A. Jokov finds a second. Now he's going to hop on towards B, going to distract as many of the players as possible. Delta finds a kill onto Kempa, stops his streak. Jokov is finished off with though, and so is Delta. Once again, 2 more kills in the feed. Make that 3 in a row going blue. And TDMC are stuck in no man's land at the moment. Not able to find any progression. Kayams though decides he's going to go towards B. Maybe decides against it as his team start to fall inside spawn. We've got 28 seconds left to play this one and they're getting spawned out. Challenge comes in. Nap's there to deal with him though, and Kempa stays alive. Players in the back of his spawn as well. Player number 5 though, Nap will fall. No ticks of progression being made. They've cleared the zone, and ladies and gentlemen, I think we are about to witness the ending of the series. 9 more seconds to play it. TDMC are in no man's land, nowhere near a zone. Can't hop it, can't do anything about it. Decided they're staying inside ammo. They're not going to challenge. This is going to be the game, or Deluxe finishes it off, and that will be the final kill of this series. Ladies and gentlemen, Syfer Spectre in a convincing 3-0 on the board here, and that still means that TDMC is yet to find a map win. That's my team, says Ramsey. That is your team. Napshire with a fantastic series. MVP though, where do we give it to? It was a very difficult ask. I feel like, I don't know actually. Who do we call it? Like, who do we call our MVP in the series? That is the hard question. I actually don't know where to go with this one, because every single member played convincingly well. 3-0 goes the way of Syfer Spectre. They've won 2 games this evening. Fantastic from them. That's going to push them right up that rankings. 2 in a row in the same night. Going to jump them back up and give themselves a little bit of a better position going into these playoffs whenever that happens. That'll be shortly coming around. There's plenty of teams in that lobby, plenty of teams to be fighting against still, and still having to try and get performances like that. They want to be in contention for sure. But the way that went, I wasn't expecting it. It was another Syfer win, and I'm glad to see that it's the team that we followed and we were watching on board with. Syfer Spectre wins the second series in convincing form. Thank you for having me to do your casting. I really do appreciate it. I hope you had a fantastic time. I hope you get some good clips from it. And I hope, Ramsey, you were doing some clipping of the games and the plays that were coming off from your team members. If not, you should be, because I want some clips to see and look at. But wow, wow, wow. Well done indeed. We'll say it, and I'll say it here. I think we're going to have to give an MVP, right? Who do we give that MVP to, though, is the question. And I think because Kempa wasn't hot and wasn't ready, we're going to have to give it to Kempa. Kempa, standing, perfect performance from you. The S&D with 34 kills going your way. One's bit was great. 2 minutes 48 on the time, though. And a great final series there in the control going your way as well. But that deluxe performance in the control was solid. Like, solid. Both of them, him and Nap, just absolutely turned up. Napture, hit that bloody follow button as well if you're there and you can hear me. Come on, come on, come on. Let's make sure you all hit that follow button if you've been watching it along. If you haven't hit that follow button, do so. We're past that 5,000 point mark anyway. So to be fair, it's not a big deal if you do or not. But I mean, every single follow's free, right? It doesn't cost you nothing. And if you want a cast from me and you want a performance like this, put on a wee bit of production, a wee bit of things to show off on your feeds or your TikToks or any of your socials yourself, please don't be scared to ask. We try to fit in as many casts as possible. We try to get as many teams as possible. And we try to share the love around all the different leagues wherever I'm asked. Snapshot, thank you for the follow, buddy. I've just peer pressured you into it. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And GG on your 2 wins this evening. Great performance from you and the rest of the lads. But it's Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to jump off. We're going to go and watch some CDL action. And we will leave you with the remainder of these replays from that control. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will catch you on our next cast, whenever that may be. But keep in tune with the socials, ! socials in the chat. We'll give you everything, Discord, everything along that line. You want to see every single thing that I do, anything I post on Twitter, X, YouTube, all the videos, the VODs will be on YouTube. They will also be back to watch on Twitch. We stream it on Kick as well. I mean, so you can watch it anywhere you want, wherever you find suitable. But yeah, we'll end that there. And thank you very much, guys. Double peace.